So I am about 3 weeks, give or take a couple days, into my, actually it is 3 weeks, into having Bell's palsy. I've gotten most of my movement back. I can raise my eyebrows, squint a little bit. My right eye still isn't closing at the same rate that my left eye is, but I am blinking and um, have a lot of my movement back, which I'm pretty excited about. So I can smile. Still not lifting quite as much on the right hand side, but it is moving. I can whistle, which is cool because I wasn't able to do that before. And kind of frown, so still not able to pull it down quite as far. I can flare my nostrils, not quite as much on the right hand side still, as you can see. I can blink independently now, which I couldn't even really do at all even just a couple days ago. Wiggle my ears. Not that that's not that that's something that most people can do anyway. But I'm pretty excited. I'm feeling very fortunate right now that here it is, about 3 weeks in, and I'm able to actually do these things. You can see still, like, my right lip here, that still hasn't came back, but that was actually kind of expected because at this point, about the first day, the first thing I noticed, I couldn't taste anything. And then the second day, I started noticing my lip not moving as much. And the third day, my my eyebrow was starting to not be able to move as much. I lost my ability to blink as cleanly. So based on that, I would say I'm probably on the tail end of this. I would say maybe 2 more days. I should be kind of back to normal. I'm feeling much better about being out in public. One of the biggest things about Bell's palsy, while overall there really isn't a whole lot of real life impact, as far as you can still eat, there's things you can work through. Does it suck? Yeah. But the part that probably to me is the hardest is the mental side of things. When you meet someone, or when you're meeting or talking to somebody face to face, it's your identity. Your face is your identity, and when you have a malady like one side of your face that isn't moving, it automatically puts you at a disadvantage. I'm speaking in terms of confidence. You feel different. You don't feel right. You don't feel yourself because it feels as though this whole side of your face is just not you. And when you smile, you feel like you've got this odd tweak in your face instead of a normal smile, and you're not able to move your eyebrows, you're not able to squint, and all these different things that are you somehow feel less of a person. I guess that's the only way I can kind of describe it is, I didn't really want to go into my office because I wasn't being me, or didn't feel like it was me. The other side of it, though, is the lighting in my office seemed to kind of impact my ability to work with my computer and be in the light, because the fluorescent lighting seemed to really kind of affect my eye, not being able to blink normally. I just felt like I needed to have it closed, and I would almost get these kind of headaches. The other side of that, though, is, as I mentioned before, kind of this almost like an earache feeling across my face. That's pretty much dissipated at this point. I still have a little bit, kind of in this region, still behind my ear a little bit. But again, I guess this would be kind of, again, on the tail end of things. In the opposite direction, I was feeling the tingling like I had been coming off of Novocaine. But I am feeling very fortunate that I'm where I am right now, and I'll probably give an update here in the next day or so to see where I am. But ultimately, I have to say I'm really, really happy. And as you watch this video, I want to remind you, I'm going to be putting a link for another series of videos from another user that has some really good advice. And number one, stay away from the acupuncture, especially in the first few weeks. I can't really stress that enough. If you do your research, you'll understand why, but especially there can be some impact. Aside from the acupuncture, I would certainly stay away from doing the massaging, the exercises they talk about. These are things you want to do later on. Give it your few weeks to kind of see where you max out as far as your worst case. Where you peak, when you've lost all the movement that you feel like you're going to lose. But do your research, understand why you're not supposed to do this. Things can happen as you're doing the massaging and the acupuncture that can actually impact your ability to recover, and some of the side effects that can happen. Number one, for example, some people that have done the massaging too early, or the exercises too early, or at all. I mean, I don't want to, lump everything into, if you do this, this will happen, because it doesn't happen to everybody, but it's a risk, and if you can avoid risk, you're better off, in my opinion. So, what I'm saying is, in one case that I read, as someone was chewing, because the nerves got crossed, they actually were crying or tearing as they were chewing. In another case, they were trying to raise their eyebrow, their lip would kind of tweak at the same time. And so those are the kind of things you need to be aware of with doing these exercises and things like that. So again, I'll put the link down in the comments section below. And if you have Bell's palsy, I feel for you. It really sucks. Certainly not as bad as if we had a stroke. Certainly not as bad as if you had, lost a limb or something of that nature, a heart attack, things like that. But mentally, it's very debilitating, in my opinion. I can't stress that enough. I didn't want to go out to dinner because I didn't want people looking at me the way I was eating, because, you're trying to put a spoon in your mouth and you can't close your mouth right. The best way to describe it again is if you've had dental work done and you've had it, especially in your lower jaw, where they numb that whole side of your face. It's just like that. You bite your lip, you can't do things, it's just, you're doing this. You can't move your face, right? And it's depressing. The pain in my face was not good. But again, I'm very happy with where I'm at. So in a couple of days, I'll post another video, see where things are at, and if you've got it, you just started having it, hang in there. We're fortunate that it is a temporary thing, but do your research, look around. On the internet, obviously there's lots of information. Some things are scary, some things are not, but it's the reality is it's somewhere in the middle. It's not the extreme, it's not the lightest either. So hang in there, and again, I'll post a link for the other videos in the comments below. And other than that, thanks for watching.